Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Global Legacy, and welcome back to my How to Build a Game PC series. So today we're going to be talking about CPUs or processors. So there's two main companies that make the CPUs. There's AMD and there's Intel. AMD is more the value-oriented company. You're going to get a lot more performance per dollar than Intel. Intel is more of like a very high performance for a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, then you definitely get an Intel processor. And there's actually a lot of motherboards for Intel that support dual CPUs. So if you want to get an extreme build, you get a EVGA SRX, which is like $600 just for the motherboard. So it's pretty crazy. Two Xeons in that would be just insane. So yeah, I definitely recommend something over 3 cores. Current games don't require a crazy amount of CPU power, so they don't utilize more than 3 or 4 cores. Or even dual core. Like Team Fortress 2, which is the gameplay you're watching right now, doesn't utilize more than 2 cores. Basically, just Battlefield 3, Crysis 3 is going to require probably 4 cores. Those are the only games really. If you're going to be doing just regular gaming, then I just recommend like 3 or 4. You can get a 6 core though if you want to future-proof your CPU or your PC, I should say. Or you can get an 8 core if you want to get insane with the AMD side, which is only going to cost you like $140, $180 depending on what kind you get. I don't recommend Bulldozer, which would be the FX 8150, 8120, and yeah, I think that's it. And I also don't recommend the Intel CPUs that are the i3s. Yeah, because they are just not going to have enough power because they're not made for gaming. If you want an Intel processor, I definitely go with a 3570K, a 3450, a 3770 has an i7. I would also go with a FX 4100 if you're on the AMD budget PC side. I would get a Phenom 2 X4965. Those are really good. That's what I have in my PC, and I love it. You can get a 6200. That's a really good one from AMD. You can get a lot of speed out of that, like 3.8 gigahertz for under $100, I think, right now, because the AMD CPUs are just dropping like flies right now. It's pretty crazy. There's also ARM processors. ARM processors are what you get in like phones and stuff, so there's nothing insane in those. Mobile processors, if you're going to be building a laptop, which I don't even know if you can you build a laptop? I don't even know. So those really are slower than the desktop CPUs. So like if you get a laptop that has an i7 in it, you're going to be running at like a 2.8 gigahertz i7 instead of like a 3.8 gigahertz 3760X. I don't even know what the Extreme Edition processors are called. But if you want to get an Extreme Edition processor, you're going to be spending more money than my entire PC is worth. So, yeah, those are definitely insane. So, not really recommended for a gaming build because you're only going to be getting like 10% more frame rate. But whatever, it's all your choice. So when it comes down to it, AMD, budget, Intel, killing it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this CPU edition of my How to Build a Game PC series, and I'll see you next time for the motherboard portion.